Hello, hello, hello. It is Tuesday, 12/14, March 26th. Oh, I'm trying to make goals before the end of the month. Wait a minute, let me get my little trusty blanket. It's cold today. Cold. Got my pretty little, oh, it's so comfortable. Little blanket, but I got to cover my legs. It's cold in this room. Even though I've got this blazing propane heat, I've got now a little sun coming in. But it takes a while to get it warm, and then it gets so hot you start ripping everything off. So I got my turtleneck, my big old sweater on. Yeah. How y'all doing today? Um, yeah, so company's gone. I think I'm done until I can get the entire house finished. But I did, as I said before, I got all this area done in the utility room. And when the guests come, I'll move, all these coats. It depends. I might keep one or two. But all my personal stuff goes, for the most part, which there isn't a whole lot in the house, just a few clothes for every day and some particular kitchen items that I don't leave because I value them too much um, for my guests, just in case, I want to enjoy them. Okay. So, anyway, feeling good, feeling healthy. I've gotten um, my exercise is on for a while now, and whew, I could feel I'm sore. And then I'm doing this one thing for this little tire flap thing. It's a woman issue, right? Women. Um, yeah. So, um, yeah, I have my own ideas of routine and utilize what it takes in the house to do those things. So, have a huge log bed up in my room, and at the foot of the bed there's this big dowel, it runs all the way across with spindles. Well, that sucker's sturdy, and so I put my hands on behind me and try not to hunch my shoulder like that. So I try to leave it down, and I push myself up and hold a position with my legs. When you squat with your knees, you should never go with your knee from a view, over your feet, because then it's not good for your knees. So I kind of squat doing that. So my legs burning. It's not too bad because I've done it so many times before. And then, but this, I did it one time, and the next day my arm was killing me. So I'm doing it. You got to keep up just a little bit, every day, a little more, a little more, a little more, and then you'll be good. Um, and then the wall thing, I think I've told you, you lean up against the wall with your feet, your butt, your head, and then you put your arms as far back as you can. Since I had fallen, though, I got real stiff because, I didn't get to go do the wood. But I am bringing in wood all winter long now. And oh, some of the logs, oh my gosh, they're big. Um, Women have to be a little careful with that. But anyway, but it feels good. My back is so strong and tight. And one of our guests is a physical trainer, um, like exercise. He has done some people. And anyway, so I was telling him what I was doing, and he was amazed. And I walk in looking a big old, I put I try to alter my arms sometimes, because you got to have that equal balance there. But I put this huge log under this arm, and then I was carrying two other um, uh, quarters, they're called. You just split your wood, and then you get smaller pieces. And so, and I do a race. I mean, it's like I go fast. And he's like, "Oh, let me help you." I went, "No, no, no." I said, "This is my exercise." I said, "I do this all the time and I can't quit, but I can't stop. I drop and go and collect and go. I mean, it's just like a rhythmic aerobic thing." And yeah, I'm pretty strong. I'm pretty healthy. Um, but I'm getting old. Let's see. Do I want to do that? No. Botox and hell no. There are some topicals you can use, and I have one from Meaningful Beauty that I use, and but I had to stop that because I stocked up on a whole bunch of stuff, and it got real expensive. It was like $200. Like, oh my God, no, no, no. So but I have all the ones I make. I have like six bottles of all natural oils, which don't hurt, and I change um all the time, um and do something different. So you just got to do what you can, and what God gave you, work with it. It's okay. Anyway, so today is, I think I'm going to kind of take it easy because I'm like, I've been cooking. I've been cooking a whole lot. Um, the first day the guests came, I made, well, Rafi put together some fabulous ground elk. It was so good. Um, and he makes or lulik, lulik. I'm not sure how to say it. Kebab. And you're supposed to put it on skewers, but it was so soft. The meat was so soft. And so we just made patties and then grilled them that way. Oh, they were good. And I've been making really good hummus, lots of garlic. And you got to get that balance between the tahini and the lemon. And speaking of tahini, I want to make tahini hots, which is an Armenian pastry, like where I'm from, the New Orleans area. They used to sell what was called shoe soles. And they were sort of like a flat pastry with some sort of filling. I can't remember, I haven't had one in so long. But you do the same thing. You make a mix of cinnamon sugar and tahini. Now you have to look and see what that is. It's like the peanut butter of a sesame seed. And oh my gosh, that's my favorite thing. So if I make some, you have to do the bread dough, and then you got to do this little thing and roll it out, make it like a brioche, roll it out, and it is delicious. And they brought some fabulous fresh baklava and some keka, keka, keka. It's a cookie, and they fill them with dates or nuts or just plain. And they're very exclusively Armenian. And those are really light, really good, and they're not heavy. I don't like only on an occasion gushy icing and cake, kind of thing. I really don't like donuts that are heavily glazed. I almost want to scrape it all off. I'm more of a bread cake girl. Anyway, so that's what I want to do. And so back to the menu for that day, I made a big salad. I forgot the super greens in it. And I said, oh well. And then what else? I made like a relish, if you will. Um, it's you take your onions, which I prefer to use a sweet onion, and typically they'll take salt it. I tried that, but it was disgusting. I think these onions lately are coming in hot, and they're just kind of just too much, a little bitter. So anyway, I left the onions completely, you thinly slice, and then you mix in sumac, edible sumac, lemon juice, um, uh, Aleppo pepper. You could use any kind of pepper, but fresh parsley is a must. And it's so delicious with the meat. I can't even describe the taste. It's a high lemony, because sumac does have a lemony uh, notes to it, and the lemon juice. But it's good for you. Everything we had was so healthy. I mean, it was great. Then the next day I had fun. I haven't had like teriyaki anything. And so I took two pork loins, and then I actually tried something different because I just love when the flavors infuse into the meat. And you have to marinate it for a significant time. So I poked holes all in the pork loins, and then I didn't put too much teriyaki. You didn't need that much, and some oil, a neutral oil. I use sunflower oil. Um, and then garlic, lots of garlic. We eat lots of garlic. What else? And so I let that marinate for a long time. Then I made this glorious salad. I wanted to take a picture, and then I forgot, just to let y'all see. And garlic bread. Um, I had some little ciabatta like buns, um, and I make garlic bread. So anyway, Okay. I'm thinking. That's why I pause so much because I'm constantly thinking. And then I took anybody ever hear of red berries? Red wheat berries. Okay, it's the actual little wheat kernel that comes, I guess, right off the plant. And so, and it doesn't have the husks, so, but they're delicious. So you cook that. It takes about a good hour at low to steam like rice. So a cup of rice a couple wheat berries with 3 cups of water. And of course, you salt everything. There's a saying, I've said it before, but salt, especially vegetables like you're in the Mediterranean Sea. Um, so that it took about an hour. And then I just made sure all the water cooked out. Sometimes I had to go and stir it. And I love those things. They're so good. And they used to make a bread when I was younger, wheat berry bread. And you could put that in your breads. Wonderful. And this is a red berry. So, okay. So, I cook that, and then I finely sliced red cabbage, green cabbage. I put green onion. I put let's say carrot, shredded carrot. I wanted it to be really fresh, and then I put halved and quartered grapes in it, and I put uh, what do they call that? Supremed um, orange uh, little chunks, and fresh orange juice, and a little bit of apple cider vinegar, salt, pepper, red pepper, and I think that's everything I put in it. I feel like I'm missing some. I always feel like I'm missing some. Um, anyway, and the one guy, our friend, he um, went nuts and he told his other friend, "Boy, that stuff is good she makes." So you kind of, and then I wanted to make like a buttered noodle to go with the dinner because we had the teriyaki and then this salad, which the orange goes with the teriyaki. Um, and I really wanted noodles though, but I didn't have any noodles. I had macaroni and bucatini pasta, but anyway, um, I just made potatoes, which I wanted to make Irish potatoes. My grandmother used to take, and you cook them until you boil them down, and there's like a white milk in it, and that really is delicious. But it kind of cooked out. So, and then I wanted to make, which I've been craving, chocolate cream pie. Um, didn't get around to it because I have to be careful because I have a certain methodology that I do with the pie crust now that I've finally mastered with the right flour. Um, didn't happen. I said, no, I'm not doing it because we had all those other things that they had brought. So that was sufficient. So it was an excellent dinner. And I think they enjoyed themselves and felt pampered, which is the whole point of being a good host, right? Everybody's happy. My Aunt Margaret used to do that. She wanted to please people with her food, and she did quite well. Then I try to be more health conscientious without all the fat and the crazy stuff. But I got to have a little something sometimes, something. Anyway, so yeah, so they did pass. It's a lot of controversy that 1 trillion. Oh, get Mike Johnson out because, but I don't know if shutting down the government's a good idea. So at this point, what's $1 trillion? Amongst the what 30, 33, 34 trillion dollars in debt already, just paper money. It's not real backed by anything in particular. Who knows? You just get to a point, it's beyond my concern actually. Other than voting. Okay, got that. Hope is in the air. Oh, and speaking of, um, there was a good lesser of many evils going on, but it was reduced, that whole stupid situation. Hunger Games. The Hunger Games. hmm Yeah. Brought to you by Bidenomics. Oh my. I think I told y'all. No. Did I tell you? I don't think so. My lips are so chapped. It's so dry in Montana. I miss the humidity only for skin purposes. Anything else? No. Um, yeah. So I took I didn't tell y'all. I don't think so. Not yet. I don't see where I have the time. Um, Picked up my granddaughters, stopped in Butte, got me some good coffee, but I've made myself a strict budget. Honestly, I've never done that before. I mean, I always was a frugal shopper, but I've made a budget. You better. Anyway, hold on a second. This gum is getting old. Um, so I pull up, and I always have this crazy sense of humor. And so I said, okay. So, lattes are so expensive. They're like $5 a cup. Like, what? No, no, no. And I'm real particular about coffee because I'm spoiled with this gourmet coffee that I just love. Um, so I go pull up in the car and I'm getting loopy. I'm tired. I need to really eat something else. Um, and we still have another good hour plus, no, 2 hours to actually get home. So I told the girl, okay, how much is it to get a double? I needed a double caffeine. How much is it to do it with a brewed coffee? Okay, it's only $1, 25 more. I said, oh, or something like that. And it still was way under the latte. Would have been way expensive. So anyway, I ordered that and then I told her I was laughing. I said, Bidenomics. Well, it's good, huh? Bidenomics is great. I love it. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, and so when she was done, I need to identify as something. So I told her when she handed me my coffee, I said, I identify as tired. We laughed, all of us. The whole store was rolling. I was rolling, Yeah. I have to have a good time, amidst it all. So anyway, moving on. What else? What else? I didn't make any notes today to talk, so bear with me. I feel good now. The sun has gone down and it's snowing again. We have snow. We still have a pack. It hasn't dissipated completely. Almost the other day, I was like, I cannot wait for the green grass so I can get out and walk. That is something I'm really, really looking forward to. So my house is picture perfect clean. Um, because I just been keeping up with it, which I really like to do. But now I've got a plan. I completed the laundry room. I think I already told y'all that. I can't do the carpets, so I mopped, but I can't do the carpets in here because that's a last minute thing. And the curtains either, because I don't want anything smelling funky. I mean, things get dirty, musky, and I have a nose like a hound dog, you know. Um, so what else? The garage, it's too cold. It's like a ice cold refrigerator in there. It is so cold. I mean, it's still warm enough in there that you don't have to make heat until it gets below zero, or around 10 degrees. Then you better make a fire because then all your pipes will freeze. But they, for some reason, because it's enclosed, they don't really, freeze. Okay. But I can't go in there without a good sweater. It's colder in the garage than it is actually, I think, outside because it's like a cave. It's cement floors and oof, too much. Yeah, so I hope everybody's feeling well. And I would say we need to pray. Try not to worry about this crazy country. Just keep your eyes on Jesus. Keep praying and hoping Something will change. Um, Gosh, it has to, you know. And I did mention to y'all about when my granddaughters were here. I had them watch the movie about Germany, and there was a journalist. It was called Hitler Stole My Pink Rabbit, and she became a writer. Finally, they settled, the family, Jewish family, settled in England. And yeah, but he was fleeing, he had a price on his head. Journalist. Yeah. And today, I got to watch my time. At 2 o'clock, Paul Begley will come on Max. It's the news. Okay, get my drawer. um, and he'll be interviewed. And I think well, he has a book that, or a video, one of the two that he had produced. And this guy I listen to a lot, amongst many other people. Yeah. So, yeah. We can't be afraid. We can't be bullied. Uh, we have to fight the good fight, be polite, be very polite. Yeah, on a lighter note, I want every year this time of year, I want to have a party for women. I mean, not to be prejudiced, but just because we need to get together sometimes, And so there's several ladies in town that I want to invite. But instead of cooking everything, which will make me cuckoo and tired, I'm going to have everyone bring a dish. It's my thought. It's my thought. I haven't initiated anything yet. And then Margot and I, tentatively, as long as she still has it going, on her birthday, they'll have karaoke in Ennis. And so her and I going out, we'll boogie. I'm telling you, girls, I can outdance her all day, Margot. I can outdance you, girl. Well, of course, I drag her around, like she's worked all day or something, and a poor baby. But we always have a wonderful time, and so I'm looking forward to that. And of course, Easter is next weekend, and depending on the weather, I'd like to go to church on Sunday. She wants to come hang out. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Um, Everything is contingent on the weather. And I really don't like driving in the snow anymore. It's boring. It's long. It's not easy. And the brightness will take your eyes out. And it's just more concentration and exhaustion. I'm good. I am good. So today I think I've decided I'm going to do paperwork, get my month going, get it ready, get it prepped, go through my bills, make sure I have a few things I need to file. And yeah, so looking forward to, okay, so going back to this past weekend when they passed that huge 1 point something trillion bill, whatever's in that. Um, there's something that incurred, but I can't, I'm not going to talk about it on this venue. But you might want to get your ears open and pay attention. Um, yeah, it's not good at all. And because I feel like by sharing it, it could possibly bring something on me or anybody else. So I'm not going to do that. Y'all going to have to research, y'all going to have to look. But yeah, and I'm seriously thinking of pulling some more things in. I hate doing that, if you know what I mean. Um, yeah, you can't disclose too much information. So, mhm. It's one thing we've become, I mean, some of these preppers online, I worry about them because they tell everything that they show everything they have. They tell everything they have. Um, and after a while, but I mean, they show it. It's like, well, I don't have none. But I'm kind of concerned for their well-being because now they're going after farms, threatening to go after your preps, because they're going to take it all and give it to the illegal aliens. That word I schooled Biden on. Yeah. Yeah, it's becoming, I think, personal for a lot of people. Uh, Boundaries, there are no boundaries anymore, none. And really, it's like, who cares? Nobody. I mean, we do, but the people that need to care aren't caring at all. Um, and that wreck at the bridge today. I don't know if I already talked about it because I've had to make this video like 3 times now. Once I get interrupted, if I pause it, I don't know how to stop it and continue. I mean, I'm not too great on some things, the tech issue. Um, but at the last minute, they had full throttle, I understand, and the boat shifted completely. That's like a quarter, whatever, well, degree, but I don't know how they term that with marine terms. But went right into the support system of the bridge. And I counted, it was 7 seconds it took that bridge to go down. Those poor people had no chance to escape at that point. I mean, the whole thing, I guess, kind of fell. So devastating. I feel really bad. I hope maybe there's still some survivors underneath. I don't know how long that takes. There's always a pocket of air, I understand. So, oh, God help. Yeah, terrible, terrible. Yep, 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 yep. Yeah, it was good. I had the girls for 3 days. And of course, they never want to go home. And yeah, uh, they had a wonderful time. They got to sing with Malcolm finally. It was, I don't know, I think I made a video anyway. Um, but they got to sing with Malcolm. It's so cute, and they loved it. They had a wonderful time. So, yeah. So, what are y'all doing for Easter? Um, have you noticed anything? Leave a comment. I guess we're going to have to eventually do the subscribe and like and ring the bell thing. I don't know what that means. I have no idea. I just don't take too much time because I don't like sitting all day. But today I'm still a little tired. It's been go, 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 go all day. Been watching my beautiful little YouTube show with Kirsten. I don't know how to say it with the German dialect. And Jorg. They're from Germany. And she has the most delightful, lovely, and when I'm cooking or prepping stuff and I can sit down, I watch them. It's just delightful. I mean, it's just sweet, very sweet. She's funny, and I looked information. She gave her history. Oh yeah, she's no Joe Schmo. She had some really interesting jobs, or job, I should say. Yeah, it's delightful, and the way they really appreciate the simplicity of their life. And I like that. I like that. I'm getting more and more that way. But, of course, like most Americans today, you got to work. So, getting the house ready, maintaining it, when the guests actually come. I hope I get more bookings, of course. Fill her up. Um, oh, and I ordered. So my sink is very different, very in my kitchen now. Okay, keep up because I'm all over the place. Um, I just got it in the mail, part of it. It's going to come tomorrow, the second part. I have this really strange porcelain sink. It's just about, I don't know, 2, 3, maybe 3.5 feet long. No, no, wait, 2, 3. Yeah, it's about a yard long. And then on one side, it's got the huge sink, and then the smaller side. But it's not your standard size either. So Lovely sink. A lot of work to keep up on it. And so because I have all these guests that come, not to forget the Chinese maid that came with about 15 other Chinese that weren't supposed to be here, and me being too nice, left my brand new sink completely etched with gray pot pan. The whole sink was etched. I mean, it didn't actually break through the porcelain. I was pissed. I was angry as I could be. I got it all off. But it's just like, really? And she was weird too. They had asked us to come and eat or something or hang out because they were models and photographers from Hong Kong. Or, yeah, Hong Kong. Lovely girl, Christian girl. She showed me, it was like a secret, she showed me she was a Christian. And I mean, these kids were beautiful and lovely and sweet and just godly. I mean, it was a wonderful visit. But the maid, or maybe that was a different group. That might have been, no, it wasn't the same group. Sorry. But anyway, that group was fine. It was a different group. And they were trying to cheat and hide the 15 people. I don't house 15 people. Anyway, but the maid was not happy. She was angry every time I saw her because sometimes we mingle with people. They love it. We love it. And, but the maid wasn't happy. So she etched my entire sink with gray scuff marks all over from end to chin. Oh my God. So anyway, so I have signs, my little dummy signs everywhere. Please do not. Don't. My favorite one is that one sign. I'd have to go back and pull it up how it's actually worded. Boy, I'm wanting to talk today, aren't I? It's already 32 minutes. But anyway, but I like to work, going back to that. I do like working, but it is such a short time that I have to clean every square inch. Every square inch. Inside cupboards, everywhere. Everywhere. Of course, by the end of it all, I've moved all my personal stuff out. It's just what's in the house, but it's too cold yet. I can't do that because we can't go in the back. That's way too cold. We need to work on insulating underneath. We just never have the time. Summers are this short, winters are this big, right? So, today I think they brought some kibbe, handmade, homemade kibbies, and I don't really like frying so much. I'm not a big fry person. Number one, I don't want the grease because it's all in the garage. I don't do that in the house at all. And it just smells and it permeates. It infuses in all the fabric and the carpet and the wall. Oh, forget it. No way. My mother was the same way. um, so I think we'll boil them, which is very good. And it's also healthy because you make like a yogurt rice soup to put them in, and that's tasty. That's really good. And I still have leftover salad, the healthy one, with the red berries. But I want my pie. I don't know if I'll get to it. So, well, I'm a little dry for the moment now. I have nothing else, I think, to offer or say, but God bless. Pray for this country. Pray for that election. Pray, 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 pray. And yeah, so yeah, I understand that. Okay, AI it will be helping us all on certain social media sites and maybe even this one. I don't know. Like, oh, I forgot. On one of my posts, my YouTube posts, I got an admirer, Benjamin William. Uh huh. Uh huh. And it had two kind of daisy looking flowers that were put in the shape, of a heart. And then there was only a woman's picture. Yeah. Okay. In the comment section. No friends, no information, no pictures. Like it was just like a real new looking. I said, and it looked so artificial, you know. And of course he left this little charming message. Block if it comes back again. Just to remind you, Mr. William or AI William, whatever you are, I will report whatever that amounts to, right? Right? Call the authorities, are coming to help. Not so much. But I will do it. I will follow through, and I'll have to make another comment to that particular social media site and let them know that I won't tolerate it because we still haven't changed. The rules haven't really changed. It's just people are acting and thinking that they've changed because they're so deluded they don't even know. There's so many things I really would love to say and give you my full perspective, but we shall mind our manners, right? But when does that end? Maybe upon the time, if we have the opportunity. Yeah, yeah. Um, oh, did you hear about the threat from Mexico? Said, I'm not going to stop sending these invaders unless you pay me. I think he wanted like, I could be wrong, but $20 billion. Now, I've never actually mooned anybody, but cut my ass. Get it. Go ahead and kiss it. Like, yeah, we'll just shoot you when you come. Yep, 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 yep. I mean, hey, um, if a wolf comes on my property, and actually we had that actually happen, a rogue wolf came and he was eyeballing the dog, and for our own protection, I mean, it looked really aggressive. You know, you got to do what you got to do. I don't even know if it's legal, but hey, if my life depends on it, I will. I will. What are you going to do? You can't change your mind. I mean, about, oh, I'll stand here, you can eat me all day slowly. No, no, no. Um, yeah, but he left. He left after a while. It was interesting. He was like, meh, what, 30, 40, maybe 50 feet, somewhere between there, 30 to 50 feet away from us. He had not, well, our residential area is not, well, I'm not a good judge of time and space. I don't know. It was an interesting interlude. Yeah, and after seeing those 15 beautiful, huge black and gray wolves that were traipsing through Yellowstone National Park, right now it's quiet. It's, there's not too many people out, but can you imagine running into them on the trail? I don't think so. Scary. And it's such an ominous howl they have. And they're just so cute and they're so beautiful, though. Oh, come here, puppy. No, no, no. I wouldn't want to run across them. You know, I'll watch from a distance. I wish I remember the words that song. From a distance. Na 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 na. Da 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 da. I can't remember. Can't wait to go sing. I gotta get the ginger, fresh ginger, some lemon. I'm out of honey. I gotta get honey. I keep forgetting to get it. All right, we better close because people are gonna sit here and get really bored with an old lady dressed in black. I'm just warm. That's all I know. At least I'm not running around like some of these crazy people, oh, you can't see them. They got a hat, they got covered. Never forget that guy at Walmart with the puff coat, the heavy duty big luggage on his backpack. Some nice stuff, though. Hooded and a mask on a hot day in Bozeman a couple of weeks ago shopping. Okay. No, there was something wrong with that picture. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, folks. God bless. Pray, hope, trust in the Lord and only in the Lord. Give Him your prayers and supplications, everything. Yeah. And if it's meant to be, if God deems it so, let's hope He gets in and can fix it all. I hope, I hope, I hope. I mean, right now, the choices are slim and the choices are only, you entrust people with position and officials. Oh, oh, I I don't know if I told you this, but I responded to a letter from a Democratic senator who most people do not like. Oh, did I bring it back? Wait, I gotta read it to you. Ah, man, it's hilarious. Anyway, but I told him the what's what and why I don't like them, why I don't support them. I'm disappointed. They have no regard for anything, good. I think I'll do that next time. Okay. Um, Good night. Da, 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 da. Good night. Or it's good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Okay, that was a good movie. Those were the days, my friend. Da, 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 da. Dee, 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 dee. Da, 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 da. Mm-hmm. Those were the days. God bless. I don't want to go. Bye.